Hello, my beautiful collective. Elsie here to give you a reading. I never put dates on these readings. You know, they're just whenever you find them, whenever they may or may not resonate for you. This is a general collective reading for all signs, all zodiacs. And so I'm going to ask you to put on your intuitive hat, and I will call out the signs as I need to or as I'm told to in order to be able to relay whatever is going on here. Now, we've already had a card fall out, and it's right here. It is the Five of Cups in the reverse. We're going to start with that. So I want to say thank you to those of you who are clicking here for the first time. And if you are clicking here for the first time or you've recently joined us, I hope you will let us know in the comments. We want to see who you are. I want to see who you are. I like as much collective energy as I can get my greedy little hands on. All right, here we go, collective. We've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. No regrets. What's going on here? No regrets. No more. Not looking at the past. It's time for healing. It's the moment of alchemy. It's time that you got some balance. You had some healing and opened your heart to love, because there's a reunion on the table right there. Yep, there we go. Here we go, collective. You have a knowing. Somebody here is in their Pisces energy. You have a knowing. Pisces and Sagittarius are highly intuitive and psychic. And I think the fact that they're both showing up here, I feel as though you've been healing. It is your time of healing and love. And I feel for some of you, you are Sagittarius. For some of you, you are Pisces. You could, be either of these signs. I feel like you're moving carefully forward, not really, really fast. I feel like it's important that you don't spill a drop out of that cup. For any of you who have been atop a horse, who've had to ride a horse or tried to ride a horse, you know how hard it is to stay in the saddle, regardless of if they're at a walk or a trot or whatever it is. And keeping emotions or water in that cup is really tough. I feel like we have somebody who has Pisces in their chart, sun, moon, rising, and we have a reunion, either a soul group or someone wants to take you out on a date. I think that you've, after a long period of being by yourself, and I feel like you're no longer fighting with self, to be honest, about whether or not you should have a new beginning. Page of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. The Five of Cups tells me that you've decided to forgive yourself, because with Temperance and the Five of Cups in the reverse, I feel like you're healing the past. You've decided that you no longer need to be regretful about whatever it is that is going on with you. You could be Sagittarius, you could be Pisces, you could have that in your big three, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. But, ooh, look at that. You are ready. That's what Charlie just said. You are ready. You're ready to take your peace, your accountability. You're ready to take your accountability, whatever your part was, in the reasons that you were not able to crack the door to love. You also could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You've been working really hard on your spirituality. I feel like the reason that you are being given this second chance, for some of you, it's going to mean reconciliation, or, something you thought was dead and gone, something you thought had finished and that was it. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be that. It's going to be someone from the past. For others of you, it's just you being accountable to yourself and being able to heal. And when I say being accountable to self, I mean, maybe you told yourself some things. Maybe you made rules in your head. Maybe you're a fixed sign. We have Virgo, and it feels like Pisces to me. Virgo and Pisces. Virgo for sure. But for some of you, you could be a fixed sign, right? You could be a fixed sign, water or earth. And I feel as though you decided that that was it, that you're not going to have any more regrets about what's going on in the past, and you're just going to be accountable to you for the things that you are doing for yourself. I feel as though you've become very grounded and very stable, whether that's financially or not, because we all know pentacles can mean money, but really pentacles are just energy like anything else. And I feel as though that you have decided that you're going to become grounded and you're going to love yourself. I feel like you've really been working hard on your spirituality, whoever you are, and I feel like you've been working at it so hard that you've become kind of one of the authorities in whatever it is that you do. The Piscean energy from the High Priestess tells me that somebody here could be quite psychic, or be a light worker, a tarot reader, someone who reads runes, or whatever it is. And I feel as though that you help others. You help go over the details with others about things that maybe they don't have an understanding of. I feel like with the Judgment card here, for some of you, there is a reconciliation, possibly with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly with a Sagittarius. And I feel like the only reason that you're going to get that second chance, if you want it, is because you have decided that there's no more regrets here. You're not going to feel regrettable any longer for what has happened in the past. You're just going to be accountable for your part in it, and you're going to move forward. King of Swords. You've been hard on yourself. Really hard on yourself. You've been hard on yourself because you've been in this energy of indecision. I feel like you work really hard on being stable and grounded and doing the right thing. I feel like opportunity comes to you and that you're manifesting opportunities in love and healing. I feel like that is coming to you, but I feel as though you doubt it is. And so it's like a double whammy. It's like that might be a Canadian term, double whammy. It used to be a show on Canadian TV. I don't know if it's on American TV. It was a long while ago. Nonetheless, we have Five of Wands. Indecision because you can't see the way forward. Indecision because it's dark and you're feeling your way around and you don't know really should you move forward. I feel like that you feel as though, it's almost like you feel as though you're not spiritual enough to move forward, to take action to move forward from here. For some of you, you could have Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo in your big three. Doesn't have to be, but somewhere in your chart. I feel like if you do have Piscean energy, that you might have fire energy as well, which kind of equals temperance, right? Fire and water, fire and water. That's very cool. But we do have Cancer and Piscean energy here. And we are in Cancer season, right? You're emotional about not being able to make a decision from the past, and you're being really hard on yourself about something that you feel like you should have made a decision about, but you didn't. And I feel like the moon energy here is hiding your shadow work, the stuff that is really deep within you, collective, that you need to work on, or you feel you need to work on before you can move forward towards whoever this person is for you. This could be you, or this could be someone that you feel like you want to move forward to. Now, the truth is that we have a king and two queens. So I feel like for some of you, you could be predominantly a masculine energy, regardless of your meat suit, and that you could have a choice between two, one that's highly psychic and one that looks good, smells good, and is manifesting, and maybe owns their own business. The moon energy feels like you can't make a decision about which way to go, or you can't make a decision because we have two kings as well, right? This could be pre-emperor energy. And it could be that you're trying to deal with whether you should work harder on your psychic energy or whether you should move forward. You don't see the way clear, and so I don't know that you're going to move forward toward the Queen of Wands, if that's what that means to you. Yeah, you don't know what's there and it worries you. Seven of Swords. Are you lying to yourself? Does this person really have feelings for you? You're doubting your psychic energy. I feel like that's why you think you have to work on it, because you're doubting the psychic energy. The moon energy is the complexity and the of the soul, right? The complexity of the soul, and really trying to understand what is there. Did this person really try to deceive you? Or are you deceiving yourself? Because I do see the Five of Wands, and that's the only reason I wonder if you're deceiving yourself, because you've been so hard on yourself about whether to take this opportunity to try again. Now, the thing is this, is that you cannot change, Four Wands, you cannot change the major arcana energy. And this is coming at you 100 anyway. The only choice you have in the matter is how you react or how you respond. So we have Justice, which is Libra. We have Virgo energy in the Virgo and Pisces energy, I feel, in the Judgment card. We have Sagittarius. We have Pisces and Cancer here. We have Pisces energy here. And I feel as though that you will come to a decision. You will have justice in this situation. But I feel like for some of you, you could be lying to yourself about how psychic you are, for sure, and that you don't have a knowing. I think for some of you, you feel as though that you're never, maybe not never, but maybe that you, it's not in the cards for you, pun intended, for you to have the Queen of Wands. That maybe you feel like you want the Queen of Wands, but don't feel like you deserve the Queen of Wands. That's what it feels like. Or for some of you, it's like you're having a financial impact, you don't know why, or you haven't investigated why. Maybe you're lying to yourself that maybe it's the indecision that keeps you sedentary and not working on your pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles could also be the dissolving of a relationship. I'm sorry, I'm giving you so many scenarios, but I'm really trying to do hard to give as much energy as I can to all of you. And just listening. For some of you, you're scared that the Queen is going to be the one who is going to financially impact you. Look, the truth is this. What I see here is you are going to get balance. You are going to see your justice. You don't feel like you deserve it because you feel as though you should have acted sooner, but the truth is whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And the Judgment card is here, one, to hold you accountable for the things that you feel you should be held accountable for, but two, telling you that there is another chance, that there is something out there that is meant for you, whether you can see it or not in the moon energy. I feel as though that there is somebody waiting for you, either this highly spiritual person, if it's not you, it's someone else, who is Piscean, or somebody in their fire energy, like the Queen of Wands. Of course, the Queen of Wands can be the energy of taking action, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a person. I feel like you're losing hope that your manifestations are going to come forward, but understand that I see the Justice card here, and the Magician and the Justice are both major arcana. So you can't sidestep those things. The Star is here as well. So we have now Aries energy and the Aquarian energy. I feel like you could be losing hope that you're ever going to have the long-term relationship with this Queen of Wands. And for some of you, you've been manifesting this for a very long time. And yeah, you require clarity. I think you're going to get it, honestly, because you've been sitting in this energy of the Hanged One for a very long time. And I feel as though that, yeah, after thinking about it for a while, it's time for you to move in really quickly. And if you want these answers, it's time for you to get these answers. It's time for communication here. Because if you feel like you're losing hope about getting your manifestation, maybe it is time for you to move forward. And just please remember that this is a general reading. This may not be your personal reading. This may look like it, but maybe it's not. Maybe you just need to have anybody on this platform give you a private reading so you can understand what energies are yours and which energies are not. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, because I feel like you've been manifesting communication, but you're starting to give up hope that this communication is ever going to happen, that maybe this person actually lied to you. Maybe there wasn't anything there and you thought that there was. Maybe you've been in combat with yourself thinking, ugh, I really thought that this person saw my worth, and maybe they don't. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Pentacles, going to change your life. Ace of Cups, this love is going to change your life. I feel like if the Queen is the person, or if the, maybe you're the Queen, but it could be the Queen, could be the High Priestess. I feel as though we've got the Magician here. We've also got Aquarius here. It could be an Aquarius, and I've read all the other signs already. But I feel like this is holy crap. Yep, look at that. Brand new love. Brand new start. This is going to change your life. This is going to change your life. This decision you're making to have communication, or get the truth and the justice, and your manifestations are moving towards you. Please don't give up hope. And we have a brand new start that's going to change your life in love. We have the Ace of Cups. And it's about a partnership. Someone who's on your team. Someone who has been watching you do all the heavy lifting by yourself. Someone who wants to come in and be on your team, or you want to be on their team. It's about love. It's about love, and it's about, I feel like you want to talk about something that you feel has been hiding. And I feel like you feel someone has been lying to you, or just not telling you the whole truth. Because lying and not telling you the whole truth is kind of different, right? We have 7 and 1 is 8. The reason you haven't moved forward is because you just don't know if you can. You've been up in your head in this self-imposed prison. Now, the Queen of Swords is the one who is going to speak her truth no matter what, right? This person could be divorced. They don't have to be. Maybe you are. But the Queen of Swords, to me, the divorcee, is the one who's got this new knowledge of, I can say whatever I want. I don't really care what they say. I'm going to be very pointed and very intellectual and very head over heart. This is a highly intuitive and smart woman. Doesn't have to be a woman, of course. Feminine, I should say, because we're all feminine and masculine. But we do have the King and the Queen here, you understand. So somebody here is about to, I think, communicate that they think that their person, who they think is their person, has been lying to them or been hiding things. And I think what they've been hiding is love. I feel like you want clarity and truth about whatever these emotional things are about, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you've been thinking about it for a while, and it all makes you feel very defensive. I feel like you're trying to protect self, because we have the 7 of Wands here, which is stay back, but we also have the Queen under the 7 of Wands, which is trying to protect my energy. So I feel like what you don't see coming is that someone who's been thinking about you has decided that you are it. They want to come in with possibly an apology or the start of something new that's very small emotionally, but really their intention is to have you in the 10 of Cups. And this person, I feel, is someone who's decided that they need to come out from behind the fear wall. Yeah, there it is, the Judgment card again. Yeah, it looks like the Page of Swords is saying you're going to get the truth whether you want it or not. And this could be a teaching moment. Absolutely. This could be a teaching moment for you or for the other person. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but don't have to be. This is a second time around for some of you. This is someone, for some of you, that you know. Some of you, it is a second chance at something that is supposed to be yours. It doesn't necessarily mean a particular person, but I feel like ultimately you're going to get some clarity. It could be someone who's watching you if you know this person, but I feel like that you are going to get a lot of knowledge, information, spiritual teacher possibly, because I feel like whenever, the student is ready, that's when the spiritual teacher appears. All right, I hope that is something you wanted to hear. We have someone whose toes are off the edge, someone who is waiting to move forward. And if you are interested in a private read, please look below for the yellow dot. You can go over to Wizio, start there at $40. So I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.